Hello beautiful ones. I thought I'd do a video tonight and I wanted to talk about light codes. Now my understanding of light codes are, and my experience is that we have the light codes which are downloaded to us, but we have sub-light codes or sub-codes which are in our DNA and in our soul body, our soul DNA, I want to say. So what happens is when you are downloaded light codes, whether it's someone speaking it, whether you're seeing an image of it, whether you get downloads like me that I believe come from ET, that come straight into my consciousness, it activates the subcodes that are within you and puts that information or more information in you, but also awakens the information that's already within you. So it really is an activation, these downloads. So this is how I get them. Years ago, I suppose I've probably been getting them about 15 years now. When I first started to get them, I would literally be dreaming, asleep at night, dreaming that I would be seeing these codes of light being written like this. And it was almost like hieroglyphics, and they come in different languages, I will say. Even though it's not a language, it's like a different frequency, but it's in written form. So some are like some of the ones I've drawn. Some almost look a bit like Morse code. I have had ones like that come in a spiral. They go round, and as they're being written, they're vanishing around what's already being written. So it doesn't stay there like a solid form for me. It literally is written, and it goes and it vanishes. I suppose if I was going to go lengthwise, it would be about that long being written across, and then it starts to vanish this way, and then it's again another line and another line and another line, and this is straight into my consciousness while I'm asleep. But what tells me that it is true and it's not just a dream is that I wake up. And when I wake up, I've got my eyelids closed and I am still seeing the light codes being written. So that can go on for, all depends. Sometimes it's really quick. Other times it can go on for a few minutes. I've never actually timed it. When it does happen, sometimes I get the full body tingles as well. So the subcodes that are already within us, when I get the body tingles, I believe that they are being activated there and then. But with some codes that are downloaded, the activation happens slowly over time. So the more we clear out our old beliefs, patterns, anything that needs healing, anything like that, we are making space for that activation to take place. So light codes can come in many forms and in many ways. Sometimes I get high-pitched noises in either ear, and I believe that also is a form of coded frequency that's coming in. So I can also get a fluttering in my heart, and I do know that when that's happening, my heart is opening more. So that also is a form of coded activation. But these light codes, the ones that I get, I personally believe they're from my star family because I get a lot of contact. But they are codes of the soul as well. So I believe that ET and interdimensional beings and the spirit world all work together for the betterment of humanity and the earth. And so the activation codes can come from any one of those. And for all I know, different beings, definitely from higher realms, from higher frequencies or higher densities. They're definitely coming from that, because even the star beings are so much more advanced than what we are. They don't have to be there physically. They can, from right up in space, or even through wormholes in other dimensions, they can bring in these activations. Also, light codes can be in other things, like crystals. They're often in crystals and natural things. I often see little coded messages in twigs, the way they're laid out. And I believe they're from the nature beings. But I'm going to go back to crystals. So I have this crystal here, which is crystalline selenite. And if you look up close, you can see that through the selenite, there is lots of codes. So it's almost, well, it is light information that is stored in this crystal. So you've got to remember that crystals are beautiful high dimensional beings that live in the earth, and they have a being that's with them. I'm just putting that back on the windowsill. A being that is in, I call them crystalline beings, that is within them. And I mean, if you go deeper into it, there are no boundaries between the dimensions. So with your consciousness, you can tap into anything you like. You can set the intention that when you go to bed at night, that you would like to receive a download. Or when you're meditating, before you meditate, that you would like to receive a download. Set the intention. You might not even feel it and it happens. Remember that your being, your body, all of your bodies, that's your physical body, your emotional body, your mind body, your light body, your soul body, has its own intelligence. So our friends that work with us can easily tap into that intelligence of our body and activate it. So what I found over the years for myself is, because I've been getting light codes for quite a long time now, on and off. Now when I get them, they don't need to write actual codes for me anymore. I literally get, normally comes in 3, sometimes it's 4s, bright light flashes straight into my consciousness. Again, I'm normally asleep, but it wakes me up and then it happens again. So I feel that the first one is probably in my dream. By the time the second one comes in, I'm awake, or waking up, half awake, half asleep, and then I'm wake up and then another one. It's quick. It's like probably not even a second in between. It's bang, bang, bang. And it's pure bright light straight into my consciousness. Now I know that is filled with information that is being passed into me to adjust my energy signature so that I can then help other people. And sometimes it will be through a healing, or the activations that I offer, or even just walking through next to someone and intentionally spreading out the light, which I do often if I feel the energies are quite bad, especially in a shopping mall or cinema or somewhere like that where there's a lot of people. And I know, I can't prove it, but I know without a doubt that everyone in the vicinity is receiving codes, which will again interact with their soul body, their light body, and their energy signature to help them. That's what I've found out to be who I am. I am actually an activator, amongst other things, of course. But that is what my guides have led me or shown me that who I am. And when I really go in to myself in a meditation state, or now I can just literally with my consciousness, I can go into that space and I see myself as a very, very tall light being, which is my soul showing me what I am. This soul that's within me is a part of an oversoul, or a whole soul, if you like a diamond with one facet is in me, and there's many other facets that are scattered about, because I've always known that I am a blend, if you like, I don't know what other word to use really, a blend of many, many other energies. Because it shows in my work, I can tap into anything and actually do the work. And I've been able to do this for a long time. So I can tap into other dimensions. I can consciously tap into certain dimensions if that's the dimension I feel like I need to be in. So that's why I do so much clearing work, because I can tap into lower density dimensions, and I can also tap into higher density dimensions as well. That's why I call myself a gatekeeper and an activator, because I am able to do that. I can tap into people's souls. I can my consciousness has expanded so much. I truly am, I believe, an activator. And though I'm not the only one, and this is not coming from ego, but there are many other people like me on the planet too. And we're all being awakened now to help humanity, to help others. So just remember that you have subcodes within you. You might get those subcodes triggered through the sun, the light coming from the sun. There are many, many different ways. Your guides might trigger them for you. You might get downloads from ET yourself. Something, a walk in nature, and something that just catches your eye, or an energy that you walk into can also trigger as well. There's so many different things that can trigger it. I would say to teach yourselves, if you don't do this already, to be fully aware, if you can, all the time of everything within you, how you're feeling, your body's feeling, any senses, what images you might be getting in your mind, and also what's going on in your outer world. So it really is being able to expand your consciousness enough to encompass everything. Because with your consciousness, you can be in several places at the same time and having visuals of that, or senses or feelings of these different spaces all at the same time. This is how powerful we are. This is how we are as a multidimensional being. And I've gone off subject from light codes, but it is all connected, because all these codes are awakening us, humanity, and animals. We're not the only ones. Animals, plants, everybody's being awakened and filled with light. And it's a wonderful time to be here. So I know there's a lot of negativity going on in the world, but focus on what's going on within you, the positive. We're all being activated. Even people who don't even realize it. They are slowly, it might be harder for the codes to get in to activate the subcodes, but they are slowly being activated as well. That's my belief. Because they still have a soul in here, and it's that soul connection that is being activated and becoming more expansive and more expansive and more expansive. So that's my take on things. So that's my take on light codes. That's also my take on expansion and consciousness. And we can do anything. Once you know yourself and are fully expanded in your consciousness, there are no boundaries. You might have your own personal boundaries or personal codes that you adhere to. Mine personally is that everything is done with love and light, and everything is purely done in love and light to help other people. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I am about to actually do an activation as well, which is going to be in a separate video. If you would like to know more about what I do, please go to my website, which is www.ginnyjoneshealing.com. I am now exploring new apps like MeWe, social networking apps, MeWe, and I think there was one called Backdrop. Haven't actually explored that one properly yet, but I'm on MeWe and I've started to post on there. If you are on MeWe, please come find me. And much love to you all. So much love. Bye for now.